Next contestant, please.
Welcome to the Looney Tunes Rush PowerPoint. And you think, why Looney Tunes Rush? Me and Lucas thought it'd be time to just bring Looney Tunes Rush back to remind everyone the results from each of the races, since Looney Tunes Rush doesn't actually have a wiki, and just to update everyone.
We never did a proper scoring video.
No.
And this is kind of to compensate for having not done one last year. It also celebrates the 1 year anniversary of this tournament.
1 year anniversary of Looney Tunes Rush. Woo!
Yeah.
So here is the round one group. So group one had Marcus, me, Amelia, Morgan, Noel. Group two had Meteor Girl, Angus, Crystal Fisher, Dante, and Casey. And group three had Jake, Skater, Connor, Ryan, and Lucas. Yes, me and Lucas were not very creative with the names at the time. It was our first tournament together, so we weren't really thinking of names at the time. So here's the one round results from group one. 2 points is a win, 1 is a lose, and 0 footage gives you no points because you're not showing evidence.
I can't see it. I can't see the next slide. Are you on the next slide yet?
Hang on. Can you see it now?
Oh yes, I can. Perfect.
I had to show the whole thing. So, if you're wondering what the purple squares for Noelle is, it's void, because she had a few technical problems with internet, so she had to sadly drop out. So that's the purple squares. To read it, you go left, you go across, and then up. So Morgan to Marcus. Morgan lost against Marcus. Morgan to me, he lost. Morgan to Amelia, he won. Yeah. And the black squares are themselves, because you can't go against yourself. So as you can see, everyone played free. Marcus got 2 wins, 1 lose, gave him 5 points. No, hang on. Yeah, that is right. That is right. Sorry.
Marcus had the best performance, I think. In that was it? No, wait, no, you did actually. Aye.
Marcus did pretty well with the 1 lose row.
Yeah.
I got the 6 points. Melia got, I'm afraid, 3 losers, and Morgan got 1 win out of it. And 2 points.
Oh yeah. So, who was it Morgan won against again? Was it
Amelia?
It was. Oh yeah, because he actually knew what he was doing, sort of, or a bit more than she did. Yeah.
So we go on to the next one, and here's the leaderboard. Because Noelle got void, I'm afraid she came 5th. Amelia came 4th because she got 3 points. Morgan got 4 points. Marcus got 5. I got 6.
Oh, that's good.
And each person who came in the top 3 will go to round 2. So that was me, Marcus, and Morgan. So Amelia and Noelle, I'm afraid, were cut off. Group 2, we have Meteor Girl, Angus, Crystal Fisher, Dante, and Casey. As you can see, Casey was the highest in his group. Dante was 2nd highest. Fisher was 3rd. Angus was last, and Jess was 2nd last. Jess's only win was Angus. Crystal Fisher won against Jess and Angus, but lost against Dante and Casey. Dante won every single one, but Casey won every single one. So everyone played pretty well for what they did. Not everyone knows.
I think Casey was the best one. Yeah, and that, yeah.
Yeah. Dante did really well though to have 1 lose.
Yeah. Yeah, in a goal that was very stupid, might I add, so...
So here's the leaderboard. Casey, Dante, Crystal Fisher, Meteor Girl, Angus.
Yeah. Yeah, Dante only lost to Casey, that was it.
Yeah, that's pretty good for Dante though. He only got that 1 lose. Here's group 3. We got Jake, Skater, Connor, Ryan, and Lucas. The top one in this group was, of course, Connor, because he won every single one. Lucas was 2nd best because he only got that 1 lose against Connor.
Yeah.
Ryan was 50-50 on both sides. That's pretty good for him. Skater only got the 1 win, and Jake got no wins. But as well, Skater and Jake still did pretty well for being in the tournament. Skater's only win was Jake.
He's a Crash Purple pro, Jake is.
Oh, both you and Ryan both lost to Connor, but Ryan also lost to you. That's why he's 50-50.
It was that Looney Tunes race, and I wasn't too used to it at the time.
Of course, from this group, Ryan and Skater were the first people in round 1 to do their first race, which is still the most popular race in Looney Tunes Rush to this day, even with Crash Bandicoot Tournament, with quite a few views. I'm not sure how, but it's pretty amazing. And here's the leaderboard. As you can see, Connor's first, followed by Lucas, followed by Ryan, Skater, and Jake.
Oh, yeah.
So, from the first 3 places in each group, they went into round 2. The group names are from island names from Connor.
Irish hurling teams, yeah.
Irish, that's it. So, Group Tipperary is Marcus, Connor, and Fisher. Group Galway is Danton, me, and Ryan. Group Off Alley is Casey, Lucas, and Morgan. So, everyone in each of the groups did not go with the same people from their same groups because it'd been unfair. So, we split them from each group to make it more interesting.
And that can only work in smaller tournaments because the bigger ones actually make it very hard to like not accidentally have the same match again. Actually.
And also, we sort of did it. First place had their group, and then we had a different second place and a different third place.
There was I believe, wasn't there a triple threat or something like that for third place? I can't remember.
Not in this one, no.
No, okay, yeah.
I don't.
Although this
there was for the final. There was for the final, but not.
Oh, I remember that.
No, there was a triple threat for each group. That's right. It was done a weird way. This one. So, this one's a confusing one, but so Marcus, Connor, and Crystal Fisher all went against each other in a triple threat.
Yeah.
And as you can see, Marcus won. No, he didn't. Connor won. Sorry, and Marcus and Fisher got a point, but because on the leaderboard at the bottom, you can see Marcus was second and Fisher was third. If you came second in each of the groups for the round 2, you get a triple threat with everyone who came second in both in the other 2 groups to fight for final place. So that's just what this one's showing. It's complicated, but it's very
second placers and third placers would actually have quite the challenge because it was really a reward for the first placer. Because he had more chance of winning anyway. And since Connor was actually first placer, lo and behold, there you go. He actually won this.
Group Galway was down to me and Ryan. Their one was at Tipperary, I think if I'm right, was actually Bugs Bunny Lost in Time.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong one. Our one, my group was Time Busters because the photo finish with me and Dante was so
cut it very close. Yes, yeah.
I'm afraid Ryan did not finish, but he did pretty well to get as far as he did. Actually, he got into the cave or whatever it is, that tomb of Sam's, but he never made it as far. But he did pretty well. I'll explain more when we get to the leaderboard. So,
his second placers had the chance to have a second chance, not third placers.
So, Marcus had a second chance. And Dante had a second chance.
Aye, and so did I think, yeah.
Yeah, and okay, again with the purple, Morgan opt out, even though he was on the call with them. And again, they did they did Time Busters. They were a lot further over in my group because they were in the blood count map.
I will say Morgan was I was already aware he was a bit of a liability. But it was okay because we just needed the extra numbers so that we could get the groups to work in the way that we set out in round 1.
As you can see, Casey and Lucas, they would have had another race, whoever won. But as you can see, Casey won.
Yeah, he's
in group down, second places, Lucas, Dante, and Marcus all went against each other in Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. Sadly, I'm afraid Marcus won, so I'm afraid Dante and Lucas were out. So Marcus got his second chance to go to the final.
This was what started the whole villainous Marcus thing that still goes on to this day.
So in the final, which has no points, which I'll add in later.
Okay. Right.
So
the first race happened, right? Didn't it? Lots of time. It was
which was a Solution X for me,
Yeah. And then, but technically Connor, Casey and Marcus all raced live that happened.
Yes, but because of
Marcus
but
was starting to like break down a bit and had some
it's
personal
my
things.
audio, and then my audio is used the whole time, but because they're not there, it's only me and Luke talking. But when my audio is finished, Lucas linked his up, which is amazing. So you have actually what they're saying towards the end.
Yes.
And
yeah.
You're probably wondering why is there 2 winners. The reason is Casey did the second part because we were meant to do Lost in Time and Time Busters, but work stressed me out at the time and just swamped me.
Marcus had mental health issues after. I think he just like was getting really stressed with playing game he didn't really wasn't too familiar with, and Connor had a best friend who sadly passed away at the time, so he was on a hiatus, and it just coincided with that.
So because Casey, in fairness with part 1, I won when Casey, when Connor, and when Marcus, but because Casey actually did the second part of the race. I gave him as well first place.
I think as well, like I think because he was the most familiar with Time Busters, it probably would have went his way anyway. So there was not gonna. I don't think there would have been a shock win there, to be honest. So his familiarity helped a lot with the decision to just.
So me and Lucas talked, and we put Casey first place with me. So that's why there's no 4th place. So to sum it up, the leaderboard, being Casey. Connor is second because he got further than Marcus in the first part of the final. Marcus did not finish, so he got third. Danta finished second in the group down in round 2, so he's 4th. Lucas is 5th because he finished last. Now, Fisher, Ryan, and Morgan. Fisher is 6th because he actually finished his race when he is in the triple threat with Connor and Marcus. Ryan is 7th because he did not finish. Morgan's 8th because he dropped out. Meteor Girl and Skater had the same amount of points in their own groups, so that's why they're 9th. Jake and Angus had the same amount of points again, making him 10th. Amelia had less points than 10th place, and because Noelle opted out, she is 12th. And that is our little group of.
I think Jess beat Angus, so she was above him, for that reason as well.
Yes, she was. And she got like 5 points. Yeah.
Jake got no wins.
She got 4 points. No, neither did Angus.
No. Amelia.
Amelia is lower because Noelle wasn't there.
Ah, okay. Yeah, and Noelle's
that's why she's got less points. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, good. Is that it? Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay,
so this is our little group of racers, and Looney Tunes Rush will one day make a comeback.
It will make a comeback. It'll be structured much more like the Crash Bandicoot tournament was, because it's a lot better like
we
that.
Understood now how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's the only tournament I can think of where 7 racers and 6 racers are in corresponding groups. It's a very odd thing, but it worked out quite well. It was 7 and 6, wasn't it? I think so. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, there you go. 6 groups of 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, 5. Okay, so it was 3 groups of 5. Yeah, that was for some reason that was difficult to manage. In terms of, we tried to like make the numbers make sense with one another. We also tried to make it not. So we had a lot of Australian players in the tournament, so we tried to make it not too many group Australians 2. In the same group as well.
Group 2, I'm afraid, was the hardest with Danta and Casey because of the time zone differences. But we made it work. Jake, I think, was the hardest for Group 3. Again, he's Australian with the time zone differences.
I know his work plays a big part in it, and he's
but Lucas actually did get some live parts with Jake, so you could actually hear his voice in the call. My group had one. Amelia I think, was the hardest, but because my races were done quite quickly with Morgan and Marcus. It was a live race,
though. Yeah, I checked.
Yeah, it was a live race. A majority of all races are live.
All right, Amelia did a good job doing it all live. There was no Solution X there, even with Morgan, who can be difficult to get on for racing as well at times. It's just Noelle had issues with her weather.
Yep, she had it big
and her
time.
internet at the time, and work. stressing her out as well, no doubt, and that was why she had to drop out. Maybe in the future she'll join the second one, but we'll just have to see how it plays with her schedule. The second Looney Tunes Rush, that is, and that happens in the future, probably 2023 or 2024.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
We will host it again. Hopefully, we can add a few more Looney Tunes games because Bugs Bunny Lost in Time Busters, and the racing one, and maybe She Devil and Wolf.
Yeah.
We will try and find some more, but they are the 4 best ones to do for the classic PS1 era.
We'll try to get like a final that's actually mapped out for everyone as well. The main problem with this tournament was its time management. You see, this one, the one's Crash Bandicoot tournament, the current one is a lot more time intensive, a lot more strict about it because there's issues with the time. And this Looney Tunes Rush was a bit too hectic, and I think that's why we kind of put our eggs in one basket. I mean, I know Marcus is the one that's co-hosting, but you know, a lot of more input from the admins as well has happened in this one, and I think that's helped alleviate the load.
Yeah, and Lucas is actually getting a lot more help with editing in Crash Bandicoot. So he had so much pressure with Looney Tunes Rush that Danta and Fisher were a gem to actually edit as well, and the stars for doing that to help Lucas. But he had so much pressure with hosting and editing, it was too much. So he actually gave hostship to Connor, and then Lucas came back, and then the 3 of us finished it off. But with Danta and Fisher, I think it would have been 10 times. And Morgan did one as well, so having them editing was amazing.
In the UK as well, we were going through a pretty tough lockdown again, and I don't think that helped a great deal. But
it helped no one.
This year, the reason why CBT is a lot more vibrant, I think, has a lot to do with the world being a lot more. I mean, I know what's going on. What's going on elsewhere is pretty stressful, and I get that. But here in the UK, it's not too bad, you know. So that's helped a lot.
So thank you, Marcus, Amelia, Morgan, Noelle. Even though she wasn't she didn't race.
Angus,
Angus, Fisher, Danta, Casey, Jake, Skater, Connor, Ryan, and Lucas, and myself for joining in Looney Tunes Rush. As Lucas said, it'd be there in 2023, 2024. We'll find out in the future. Stick around for the rest of Crash CPT. It is heading to its final, I'm afraid, but it's been amazing as well. I mean, watch out for the future tournaments. And maybe this year.
And hopefully we'll rebrand this to something like BFF tournaments, so it's a lot more it's a lot more could do, you know, glues all together, you know. So
and it stays as one name instead of switching all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
The tournament, the YouTube channel and Twitter, make sure you check it out. And the YouTube channel will change to BFF tournaments, but the tournament will always still stay as Looney Tunes Rush. As the tournament, but the name will have to stay as BFF tournament.
The overall, the big
brand.
The big branded name, yeah. So thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you in the next race for Crash Bandicoot tournament.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Goodbye.